Hello, 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 and happy Friday, and welcome back to another episode of Astrology After Dark. I am Katrice Daniels, the Natal Chart Navigator, and I am an intuitive astrologer, and I help open-minded people, specifically women, to um, to guide them. I help guide them to figure out who they are energetically so that they can live their best life in every area of their life. Okay. And so tonight, we're gonna be diving into the new moon in Virgo. Super excited about this. Virgo season is my favorite season as I am a Virgo sun sign, Virgo Venus. And so I am super excited because Virgo season is all about getting um, organized, getting rid of the clutter, and becoming more efficient in your life. Okay. And so, whatever house this new moon, wherever Virgo is in your house, in your natal chart, it's going to be at 4 degrees Virgo. So wherever 4 degrees Virgo is in your chart, that is the house that is going to be most affected by this Virgo new moon. Okay, and so just a little bit about Virgo energy. The summer, we're wrapping up the summer. The kids are back in school. And so, we're getting ready for the fall equinox that is coming up on September 22nd. And so, Virgo energy, this is the master helper. Okay. And so it teaches us to serve and to do impeccable work and to prioritize well-being. Okay. And so it is a mutable energy. Virgo is a mutable energy. And so any of the energies that come at the end of the season, those are mutable energies. Okay. And so, Virgo energy is an energy that can adapt and thrive no matter what situation it's facing. And so this moon is the perfect time to reorganize your life, to get things in order, and to call in what you want to start manifesting leading up to the new moon in Pisces, which is, I believe, September 10th. Um, Okay. And so now we're going to jump into it. And so we're going to see what house this new moon is going to be affecting you based on your rising sign. Okay. So this is based on your rising sign. Now, if you go off of your sun sign, um, you can go off of your rising sign. I mean, not your rising sign, your sun sign as well. Some people do the sun sign. I specifically kind of look at my rising sign to see where that new moon or full moon energy is going to be affecting me. But my sun is in my second house, which is where it's going to be affecting me. So anyway, you can do either or. If you know your sun sign, just look at your sun sign. Okay. Okay. So starting out with Aries, Aries risings. Okay. This new moon in Virgo is going to be taking place in your sixth house. Sixth house is the house of health, daily work routines, um, daily work routines, pets, subordinates. If you're a business owner and you have employees and things of that matter. Okay. And so this is talking about getting your health in your daily routines in order. Okay. And so after partying and having a good time during Leo season, now's the time to get back to your healthy eating and your routines. Okay. Kids are back in school. And so, you definitely want to get a routine going so that things flow much, much better. Okay. So if were on some type of a diet or some type of, you know, eating plan before and then you kind of veered away from that, now is the time to get back on that routine. Okay. Let's see here because I have my notes here. um you also want to make sure that you are care to do some meditation. Virgo also is an energy that is a very kind of neurotic. It's kind of neurotic energy, and so you definitely want to take the time to meditate during the day. Sixth house, health. So you could have like very sensitive stomach. My daughter has sixth house energy, Virgo sixth house, and so I constantly have to remind her. She's like, "Oh, my stomach hurts," and I'm like, "Yeah, you gotta watch what you eat, sweetie. Um, you can't eat, all that stuff you ate as a child. Is it no longer is benefiting you?" Okay, so that is Aries. Moving on to Taurus risings. Okay, so for the Taurus risings, this is going to be happening in your fifth house. Okay, fifth house is the house of children, of play, joy, hobbies, romance, and creative expression. Okay, and so this illumination is asking you to focus on how you can be more creative in your day to day life. Okay. Because Virgo energy is about the day to day, the mundane, the routine. Okay. And so, if you are a writer or creative, how can you put more energy into your craft or your passion? Okay. On a daily basis and express your creativity daily. Okay, what creative play or joy in your work or in your relationships with your children. Okay, so how can you show up more joyfully on a day-to-day basis? Routines can be kind of boring, and so you may want to think of a way that you can make your daily routine just a little bit more fun. Okay, and so for Gemini risings, this is happening in your fourth house. Fourth house is the house of home, property, family, parents, ancestors, your roots, your foundations, and then your retirement years. Okay. And so now's the time to get your home organized and cleaned up. And not just your physical home, but also your emotional state as well. Okay. Because your physical environment impacts your mental and emotional. Okay. And so if you have a lot of clutter everywhere, a lot of clothes you can't fit or you no longer want, a bunch of shoes, paper, and all kind of stuff, you want to clean all that stuff up. Now is the time to clean all that stuff up. This weekend is perfect for it. To just clean it up and have a garage sale or donate it to Goodwill or the Salvation Army. And get rid of all that old stuff, get rid of it so that when the fall equinox comes in, that's harvest time. You can bring in the new that you want. Okay. Um, establish a cleaning routine. If you don't currently have a cleaning routine, establish a cleaning routine or hire someone to clean for you weekly. Establishing a time for you to connect with yourself and exercise or some other type of self-care activity is going to be really helpful for you moving forward. All right, and then moving on for Cancer risings. This is going to be taking place in your third house. Third house is the house of siblings, extended family, neighbors, neighborhood, community, short distance travel, learning, early education, community, and mindset. Okay. And so for you, this is going to maybe you need to do a digital detox. Um, when it comes to like just being online or dealing with the digital world and your communication. Any online projects or businesses, any type of rebrands that you may have put on the back burner. Now is the time for you to kind of clean that up. If it's something that you no longer want to partake in, then get rid of it. Stop holding on to it. Just let it go, let it fall by the wayside. Don't even pick it up. If it's something that, because life happens and so you just got busy and you weren't able to, complete it or really get into it back, in the past, now it's the time for you to, reassess if it's something that you want to do, how can you get a routine so that you can go ahead and get the ball rolling on it. Okay. Um, Also, clean out your vehicles. Okay, third house does cover cars, and so this is a good time to clean out your vehicles. Any maintenance that you may need to get on your vehicles, go ahead and get that maintenance taken care of. And if you're looking to improve your relationship with your siblings or cousins, like extended family, now would be a good time to initiate that. Okay. And then for Leo risings, okay, this is going to be taking place in your second house. This is, where mine is, my Virgo is. And so I'm super excited about this lunation. And so, second house is our finances, our livelihood, our material possessions, savings, our self worth, and our attitude towards money. Okay. And so, with Leo, with the second house for Leos, get organized with your finances and create a financial structure. Okay. Setting up a budget and knowing exactly how much money is coming in and how much is going out. Also, savings amounts. How much are you wanting to save? And also investing. Do you have a amount set aside for investing if that's something that you want to get into? Also, get rid of clutter in your workspace, um, or just in general. Uh, I that's definitely what I'm going to do this weekend is get rid of all the clutter in my workspace, um, so that I can flow, because clutter does block your flow, and when your flow is blocked, it's an energetic. Everything is all of this is energetic, okay, and so um, I do have a lot of clutter around where I work. And sometimes I do get like, mentally balked. And so this weekend I'm definitely going to you know, throw a lot of papers away. A lot of stuff is getting thrown away. There's things that I no longer want to work on. And so I'm definitely going to be getting rid of all of that and clearing everything out. Okay. Um, New moons are a time of fresh renewal. And so, how can you make the most of what you have versus bringing in a new income stream? That is definitely something that because you bring in more money, and I'm not saying that, more money is not good, because more money is always good. However, if you don't have a budget set up, if you don't have things in order with your finances, bringing in more money isn't going to help you. It's actually you're going to stay the same. Okay, because the more money you bring in, you're just going to spend more. Okay, because you really don't know where your money is going. Okay, and so what you want to do is to clean up and figure out your current money situation. Okay, and so if there's things that you need to cut out that you may not even no longer be using, like you might have a bunch of subscriptions. A lot of them you may have even forgotten that you had those subscriptions, and you're just paying for it every month, and you're like, where's all my money going? You know, Take a look at your bank statements. See where all if you have any subscriptions that you're no longer using, cancel those subscriptions. Um, get everything in alignment, and then ask yourself, does my current budget reflect my values? Okay, and if it does, then maybe you just need to do some tweaks. If it doesn't, then maybe you need to get a whole new budget. Okay, and so that is for Leo risings. Now, moving on to Virgo risings. Happy birthday, Virgos. Happy birthday. It is our season. And so for you, Virgo risings, this new moon is going to be in your first house. Okay. First house is the house of self, the physical body, your outlook in life, major life themes, gestation, early life experiences, personality, persona, and the way you navigate your reality. Okay. It's the energy when people first see you, it's the energy that they first meet. Okay. And so this lunation is all about a new start, a new attitude, for you to just focus on you. Okay. And not just your, excuse me, not just your physical appearance, but also your outlook on life. Okay. How are you perceiving life? And if it's a negative perception, how can you work on your mindset and change your perception in order to get closer to what you want to see happen in your actual physical reality? Um, Adapt some new routines that will allow you to feel more beautiful, more confident, and more self assured. Um, Take care of yourself, and if you take care of yourself, you're telling yourself on a subconscious level that you are deserving of love, you are deserving of care, you are deserving of the very best, because that's what you give to yourself. Um, and so how do you want to show up more improved? Okay, how do you want to show up more improved? All right. And so that's Virgo. And then moving on to Scorpio, no, Virgo, Libra. Moving on to Libra. For Libra risings, this is going to be taking place in your 12th house. Okay. 12th house is the house of endings, undoings, loss, misfortune, spirituality, the subconscious, dreams, places that are hidden, hospitals, temples, and brothels. Okay. Also prisons. Okay. So it's anywhere where you are hidden from, the what can be seen. Okay. Excuse me. And so this new moon for you will be a big reset. You'll be feeling an impulse to work on your mental body. Okay. To work on that, on the subconscious. And so you may be following a lot of different spiritual teachers, and or gurus, just trying to figure out, life and some things in general. And so you may have a lot of different viewpoints coming at you on how to navigate through life. Okay. And so it may leave you feeling a little overwhelmed. You may be like, I'm following all these people, and somebody's saying do this, somebody's saying do that. I don't know which is which. Okay. And so you need to focus on what really resonates with you the most. Okay. Not saying that, everybody is not telling, everybody they do what they do, but what resonates with you the most. Okay. Because what may resonate with somebody else may not resonate with you. Okay. And so one thing that's really going to help is for you to do meditation and breath work. Okay. Breath work, especially, helps you to clear the mind so you can connect with your higher self. Okay. You may not, you may not know how you can fit in time for you to actually sit still and do meditation. Okay. And if you do it, you may be like, but my mind never stops racing. It's constantly going. So I recommend trying to just do breath work. You can do breath work anywhere, in the car, in the bathroom, while you're sitting at your desk working. It doesn't matter. You can even do it while you're cooking, because breath work will help to calm your mind, because you're focused on your breath. You're not focused on your thoughts. You're not focused on anything else. You're just focused on your breath. Okay. And so it helps to calm the mind. Okay. So that you can connect with your higher self. Establishing routines to help you heal and connect on a deeper spiritual level. Okay. Create some time to be in solitude. If it's only like 5 minutes before you go to bed, and you just get still, and you do that every single night, I promise you will see a difference. Okay. Create a routine to do sleep meditations. Okay. When I first started out on my spiritual journey, I didn't sit down and do meditation. I didn't know how to meditate because, I would sit down and I'm thinking about everything I got to do. But when I would do sleep meditations at night, the sleep meditations really, really helped me. And then I got to a point to where I could sit down and actually calm my mind and do meditation. Okay. And so you may also want to look into things like tarot or oracle cards, therapy, divination, anything that can just help you to connect to your higher self. Okay. And so moving on to Scorpio risings. For my Scorpio risings, this is going to be taking place in your 11th house. Okay. 11th house is the house of friends, group memberships, humanitarian pursuits, the internet, social media, social support, social recognition, hopes, and dreams. Okay. And so for you, this is a fresh start with your friends, your social groups, your colleagues. Okay. And so this new moon is prompting you to take a look at the people you surround yourself with. Okay. Are they inspiring? Are they of the same mindset as you? And if they are not, you may want to, disconnect from them. Okay. How do you want to feel when it comes to your social groups and your friends? Okay. Also, set some intentions to get out and be social. Okay. If your current friends or your current groups that you're hanging out with, if they're no longer meeting the grade for you, or you may have just elevated, there's nothing wrong with them, but you just elevated. You're on a different, level from them. Okay. Get out, go out, mingle with new people who are on the same, level and mindset as you. Okay. Spend some time with people who make you feel good, and what do you want to experience in your future, and what routines will help you to get there. Okay. And then moving on to Sagittarius risings. Okay. So for Sagittarius, this is going to be happening in your 10th house. Okay. 10th house is your career, your public reputation, authority figures, occupation, and leadership. Okay. Um, and it's also your legacy. And so, cleaning up if you have a business, cleaning up your marketing, your website, also coming up with routines in your business day to day. Not just your business, but even if your career. Okay, you may be at work and you just kind of are all over the place. You be on social media, and you're not getting things done when it comes to your career, when it comes to your business. And so you want to establish some routines so that you can be more efficient in business. Okay. Also, see what feels aligned, and when it comes to your career or it comes to your business, you may be in a business that you may you just don't like it. You may be making great money, but you just don't like it. You don't feel aligned to it. You may have felt aligned at one point, but you just don't feel aligned to it anymore. And so now is the time to sit down and really, figure out, do I still want to do this? Is this still something that I want to do? And if it's not, you know, figure out, what is it you do want to do? Um, if you have any lingering projects, think about what I can complete and get off of my plate versus what new project I can start. Okay. And how does your daily routine contribute to your career or your business? Clear the clutter away that is keeping you unfocused. Okay. And then moving on to Capricorn. For Capricorns, this is going to be in your ninth house. Okay. Ninth house is the house of religion, philosophy, morality, ethics, beliefs, higher education, foreign cultures, long distance travel, publishing, and teaching. Okay. And so for you, this is a new start in terms of your beliefs. Okay. What do you believe? Okay. How are you feeding your faith into your daily routines? Okay. If you may have had a strong prayer life or strong meditation practice, and then you got away from that, you want to pick that back up. That's going to be something that will help you to get through your daily routines. Also, feed your faith with this new moon and learning to balance the day to day versus big picture. Okay. I know Capricorn energy. I love Capricorn energy. It's so focused and it's all about goal achievement and set goal achievement and status. It's a really focused energy. But it looks kind of more at big picture. And so you want to take a look at your day to day, because it's the things that you do day to day that's really going to get you to the big picture. It's going to get you to the goal. And so you really want to make sure that your day to day routines are going to help you to get to the goal. Okay. And your beliefs. Okay. Because if you believe a certain thing about something, and that belief is no longer working for you, you may want to reevaluate your beliefs, um, you know, and get some new ones. Start working on some new beliefs. Okay. And so then moving on to Aquarius risings, this is going to be happening in your eighth house. Okay. Eighth house is the house of death, rebirth, transformation, intimacy, sex, trauma, psychological issues, fears, power, and control. It's also your partner's finances, debt, other people's money, taxes, inheritance, investments, and the occult. Okay. And so now is a good time for you to organize any end of life affairs. Okay. Looking into your parents' affairs. Okay. Making sure that everything is in order. I know a lot of people don't like want to talk about death, but it's one thing, you know, that's going to happen. Well, two things. If you live in the United States, you're going to pay taxes, and you're going to die. Okay. And the death part is for everybody. You're going to die. Okay. And so you want to make sure that you have all of your end of life affairs in order. Okay. You don't want your family having to do GoFundMe's and fish fries in order to pay for your funeral. Okay. Or to help pay for a loved one's funeral. Okay. You want to make sure that you have all of this stuff intact. Okay. And so, if you're married or in a partnership, start looking at your joint finances and cleaning up any gaps or creating a budget or getting clear on how you want to handle the finances moving forward. Now, if you're single, you may want to work on finding peace around what you can and cannot control, because this house does cover power and control. Okay. And so, what in your day to day can allow you to surrender into the ebbs and flow of life, and not, don't be so restricted on trying to make sure everything flows the way it's supposed to flow. Just let things flow. Okay. Because what I've learned is when you just let things flow, things seem to always work out better than if you're trying to control them. Okay. Just what I've learned, my observation. Okay. And so then last but not least is Pisces risings. And for Pisces risings, this is going to be taking place in your seventh house. Seventh house is the house of relationships, partnerships, marriage, contractual agreements, negotiations, and open enemies. And so for you, um, this is a great time for you to nurture your partnership or marriage or relationship. Okay. So if, you guys used to go out and, have a date night or hang out or, whatever to keep the connection going, and then that kind of stopped because life gets in the way. Go tell Bernard, it's probably for Bernard. Life gets in the way. um, you know, Take time to pick that back up. Okay. There's a lady that I've friends with on Facebook, and her husband, they always have their Monday. Every Monday they go out. I think it's so sweet. It's so cute. But every Monday, they make it a priority to go out and spend time together, to keep the relationship flowing, to keep it going, to keep the connection within them. And so, excuse me, if that has stopped in your marriage or in your relationship, now is the time to pick that back up. Okay. You may not, even if, maybe y'all just take 30 minutes to go to the park, just to be together, just to have that time to where you can connect. Okay. Um, Also clean up any misunderstandings, or communicate, and when it comes to your communication in your partnerships, or any lack of communication. You definitely want to, moving forward, if you're thinking one thing and they're thinking another thing, and you see that that has caused some friction, take some time to sit down and be like, okay, hey, look, this is what I'm hearing, this is what I'm thinking. Is this the truth? Is this, where are we going? Are we moving forward? What are we doing? Okay. Because you don't want to move into, forward with the rest of the year with all this clutter, or with the unknowing, one person thinking one thing and somebody else thinking something else. You don't want to do that. So you definitely want to have the conversations. They may be difficult, but they're going to be so necessary. And in the end, you're going to be very grateful that you did, because, either you and your partner are moving forward together, or you're like, this ain't working no more. Let's just separate, and be friends, and not, because if you stay with somebody and you can't get that relationship, you can't get it going, and then it's just going to make you bitter, it's going to make you angry, and you don't want to do that. So take the time to really hash things out and get clear in your relationships. Alrighty, so that is every sign in the zodiac. So I hope you find value in tonight's Astrology After Dark episode. If you did, please do share it out if you're on Facebook, and if you're on YouTube, give it a like and also subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notifications when I go live. And also, if you would like to get a reading with me, I did not put, I gotta update the comments. So after the live, I'm gonna update it and put my booking link. You can go and you can book all of the services that I offer are listed there on my booking calendar, and so you can choose which one is best for you and your situation, what you're looking to accomplish, and then we can get this party started. So you guys have a great rest of your evening, and remember that possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand, and that should make you smile. Have an amazing rest of your evening.